Good day, sort of. It's really, really windy today. I'm down at the allotment. I'm in the polytunnel. I am shut in the polytunnel. The wind is, I think, some of the worst gusts that we've had so far. I don't think you're going to see this video for maybe up to about a week or something, but it's Saturday afternoon, mid-March. Storm Gareth is still here, has been for a few days, and I just had to get down to the polytunnel and do some seed sowing. So that's what I'm going to crack on with now. This is actually my first big seed sowing of the year. I sowed tomatoes and peppers the other day, and I haven't really done anything else apart from some sweet peas, which are behind me, and some pea shoots. But today I'm going to be planting 3 types of rhubarb that were sent to us from Brendan, so thanks very much for that, Brendan. I'm going to be sowing, I tell you what, I'm going to grab the things and then be back to you. I'm sowing our 3 types of rhubarb, which are Vegetaria, Glaskin's Perpetual and Champagne. So those are actually going to be going into pots. I hope you can hear me. If you can't, there we are. I'll speak up a bit. These are going into pots. I'm going to do 3 pots and put 4 seeds about in each pot. Then I'm sowing cucumber from the Real Seed catalogue. These are Tamra. I sowed them early last year without heat and they did quite well, so I'm hoping they'll do the same again. They'll go into individual pots as well. Then I am sowing spring onions and rainbow chard. Broccoli Raab, so this is Raab 60 days, which was such a success for us last year, and Nero di Toscana, Cavallo Nero, black kale, dinosaur kale, whatever you want to call it. Sowing those. Finally getting round to sowing our Georgia Southern collard greens, which I'm really excited about. And I'm also sowing Groninger Brussels Sprouts, coriander and parsley. Sowing these ground cherries, which came, sorry, was it Sandy that sent these to us? Sorry, I've just gone blank on that. But these are called, look at that seed packet. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? It might be the other way around, of course, for you. But it's just beautiful. And it's Aunt Molly's ground cherry. Now, these are a physalis, so they're a tomato, and they're Physalis prurinosa. And I have never sown ground cherries before, so this is one. Romaine lettuce. And then finally, flowers, lavender, French, and white cosmos. So I'm going to get on and sow these. I'm sowing most of them, as I did the tomatoes, in the small seed trays, which are half-sized seed trays. And what I do is I put compost in them, then I put a separator in the compost, and I sow different varieties or different seeds on either side. I find that if I do a whole tray of something, I end up with too many, and yes, I can give them away. I will end up giving some of these away anyway, so I find that sowing fewer seeds in half the area of a half seed tray is good for us. Okay, so I'm going to crack on. I'm going to do the rhubarb first. I'm not going to take you through the sowing techniques of these, but all of these seeds that I'm sowing are really going to be about a centimetre, half a centimetre to a centimetre deep in a seed sowing compost. When it comes to sowing seeds, you don't want a rich compost. You want a seed sowing compost, or a compost that is quite light and doesn't have many nutrients in it, because the nutrients for a seed to germinate are actually in the seed itself. And then when you pop them on, you want something that's a little bit more robust. Okay, I'm just going to crack on. We have the pots for the rhubarb seeds. Just sow the champagne ones first. You can see there these seeds. I'm not sure if you can see, but they've sort of got... Will that do? No. They've sort of got three sides to them. So I'm sowing 4 per pot. So this is champagne. You could just do this in a seed tray. Just popping them down a bit. What I do is when I put, you do want the seeds to be in contact with the soil. So what I do when I have compost in there, I just use the base of another pot to lightly tamp that down. Okay, so I'm going to just put this one here so I know what it is. We're doing Vegetaria, and then we'll do the Glaskin's Perpetual. These are being planted, sown rather, slightly deeper. There's about an inch of compost going on top of these. Now the all-important labels. And here we have cucumber, just 3 are going in here only because I have 3 seeds. Sometimes you do get big chunks of wood. Obviously, seeds don't like that. Okay, that's my cucumber. Right, that's the ones that are going into individual pots done. Now I'm going on to seed trays. I've got all my seed trays ready, and what I do is, I say I'm sowing half a seed tray, or rather half of a half seed tray with one type of seed and the other half with another type of seed. So what I do, I don't know if you can see that, I put the name on the divider here. So that one says lavender, and on the back Cosmos. Put that in there. So this one is spring onions. Just gonna sprinkle these on. About half a pack there. And now chard. That is very, very windy out there. Now you'll get a number of germinations off each of these seeds. That was chard. So I'm going to get on and sow the rest of these. They're all going, as I say, about a centimetre deep. There'll be a centimetre of compost going on top of these. This is the Cavolo Nero. Coriander seeds, which most probably you'll know from cooking. These are Groninger Brussels Sprouts. Last year I sowed these and I thought they were marigolds, so I didn't put them in. Not sure if you can see those. Lavender seeds, absolutely tiny. These are the cosmos seeds, which you can see look like little bits of brown rice. So that's all the seeds sown. These are the only particularly visible ones you can see. And now I'm going to put a centimetre of compost on top of all of them. So that's them all sown. Now we're going to give them a quick water. After about 10 minutes I will do that again. Our rhubarb and cucumber are on the far side of the bench, so I will water them as well, and then these will be getting a cloche on top of them, a propagator lid, sorry. which will have its vents half open. So there we are, good number, real good number of seeds sown today, so I'm really pleased with that. That took mostly about an hour and a half. There's a few other things that I want to do while I'm down here, though it is getting a bit dark now. It's still extremely windy. I hope the polytunnel is fine. I think it is. I mean, certainly the frame is, whether the cover is, you never know, but it's all securely done, so fingers crossed. Anyway, job done today, really pleased. That is my first major seed sowing of the year. I'll be doing more next weekend as well, and as per usual with all of us who start growing at this time of year, our spaces will start filling up with a whole host of different seedlings and seed trays rather quickly. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please do subscribe if you like what we do, and hit the bell button for notifications. Thanks very much. Bye.